She was a young mother trying to rebuild her life. She trusted the wrong man, and it cost her everything. In the quiet neighborhoods of Augusta, Georgia, no one expected horror to be hiding just over the fence. But on a warm April afternoon, one man opened his backyard trash bin and came face to face with nightmare. A body discarded like garbage, a trail of lies, and a betrayal so cold it left even hardened detectives shaken. This is the story of Jasmine Torres, and how trust given too freely can become a death sentence. April 5th, 2019, was a clear spring afternoon in Augusta, Georgia. The sun warmed the sidewalks, azaleas were in bloom, and the sound of lawnmowers hummed through residential neighborhoods. On one such street, in a quiet corner of the city, a man stepped into his backyard expecting nothing more than the typical clutter of seasonal chores. He approached the large blue trash bin tucked behind his garage. A few worn blankets draped over the top gave an oddly concealed appearance, but he thought nothing of it at first. Curious and mildly annoyed, he lifted the lid. What greeted him changed everything. A face, pale, still unmistakably lifeless. Panicked, he stumbled backward and scrambled for his phone. "Hi. Yes, I think there's a body in my backyard trash bin. I saw a large bin covered with blankets. Thought my wife was spring cleaning. When I pulled it open, I saw a woman's face." The dispatcher remained calm, assuring him officers were on the way. But the man's voice trembled, repeating over and over, I didn't know. Within minutes, Augusta Richmond County officers swarmed the scene. Yellow tape encircled the small yard. Neighbors peeked out from behind blinds. The idyllic suburb now transformed into a crime scene. Inside the bin, beneath layers of waste and cloth, lay the body of 23-year-old Jasmine Torres. Her young frame was wrapped in soiled linens, her skin already showing signs of early decomposition. Nearby, a plastic jug of industrial pine cleaner sat tipped over. Detectives noted the strong chemical odor clinging to everything, but it was the injury that told them this was no accident. A single gunshot wound to her temple. The body had been transported, hidden with deliberation. Someone had killed Jasmine elsewhere, then dumped her here like garbage. Jasmine carried no identification. Her jeans and shirt bore no name tags or receipts, nothing that would offer clues. But it was a tattoo that gave her away. A sunflower etched into her shoulder, wrapped around a single name, Leilani. Her daughter. Jasmine Torres was a young mother, barely 23, trying to balance motherhood with personal growth. She lived only a few miles away, working part-time at a nail salon and taking night classes at Augusta Technical College. When detectives notified her mother, the older woman collapsed. I begged her to stay away from him. I begged her. But who was him? Detectives delved into Jasmine's phone, which had been recovered at her apartment. Her call history, social media, and text messages painted a complicated picture. Amid typical posts of her daughter and inspirational quotes, one name kept surfacing, Marcus Green. Marcus was Jasmine's on-again, off-again boyfriend. They'd shared a turbulent past. Court records showed past domestic abuse charges, all dropped. Friends described him as controlling, moody. But had he escalated a murder? When police brought Marcus in, he appeared defensive, but not shocked. We talked, yeah, but we weren't together anymore. She said she was scared of someone named D-Lo. Detectives exchanged glances. D-Lo was a name they knew. D-Lo was a street name for Darius Logan, a 31-year-old with a long rap sheet that stretched back a decade. Assault, drug trafficking, firearms violations. He was a known figure in Augusta's underbelly. Rather than confront him outright, police observed him for 2 days. On April 7th, Darius left his home in a black Nissan Maxima. A quick check confirmed his license was suspended. Officers made a legal stop. In the trunk, a gym bag containing a loaded 9mm handgun, the same caliber used to kill Jasmine. Also in the bag, rubber gloves, cleaning rags, and a half-used bottle of pine cleaner. At the station, Darius appeared attached, even playful. He quoted movie lines and offered vague metaphors. You know what they say, numbers don't lie, but neither do dreams. When pressed about the gun, He shrugged. It was a gift. You ever turn down a gift? Detectives didn't bite. But Darius soon offered something unexpected. Maybe y'all are digging because somebody got killed. Maybe it's someone I knew. Jasmine, maybe? He said her name first. With the pressure mounting, Darius finally gave in. We argued. She pulled a knife. I panicked. I told her to drop it. She wouldn't. So I shot her. He tried to sell self-defense. Claimed he had no choice. But his body told another story. No scratches. No bruises. No defensive wounds. The lie unraveled further when detectives retrieved the shorts Jasmine wore. No pockets. No way to conceal a knife. I panicked, he repeated. I cleaned it all up. I didn't know what else to do. And then he dumped her body like trash. Darius hadn't been alone that day. His brother, Aaron Logan, was in the passenger seat during the stop. He too had a record. He too had warrants. Brought in for questioning, Aaron kept his composure until detectives dropped the bomb. Your brother said you helped move the body. Aaron blinked. He what? No, man, that's not true. He didn't confess, but neither did he deny Darius's capacity for violence. He gets angry, Aaron admitted. Too angry sometimes. With a search warrant secured, officers entered Darius's home. The scent hit them instantly. Pine cleaner. Heavy. Overpowering. In the living room, they found scrub carpet, traces of blood missed by hasty cleaning. On the wall, a small bullet hole hidden behind a framed poster. Ballistics confirmed the gun matched. In the bedroom, the linens didn't match. A single blanket, identical to the one wrapped around Jasmine's body, was missing its twin. This wasn't a spontaneous outburst. Maybe the killing was unplanned, but the disposal was cold and deliberate. The trial of Darius Logan began in July 2020. The courtroom was tense. Journalists filled the gallery. Jasmine's mother sat in the front row, clutching her granddaughter's hand. Darius pled not guilty. His defense? Self-defense, again, but the jury didn't buy it. The physical evidence, the cleanup, the absence of injuries, the inconsistency in Jasmine's clothing, all stacked against him. In August 2020, the verdict was read, guilty of first-degree murder. Judge Peterson addressed Darius directly. You showed no remorse, only concealment. You took a young mother from her child and discarded her like trash. This court sentences you to life without the possibility of parole. Jasmine's mother stood to give her statement. He didn't just kill Jasmine. He destroyed our family. But today, he doesn't get to walk away. Jasmine's story is a haunting reminder that the people we trust can sometimes become the ones we fear the most. If you found this story powerful, don't forget to like, comment, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. And for more real-life stories where love turns lethal, subscribe to Deadly Affairs, where every crime is a pulse and every betrayal leaves a scar. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay aware.